Halo Show. Wait, we don't have a stinger yet. Welcome to the Halo Mix 2.
Yay!
Yay!
Super excited for this. Okay, so to everyone who listened to our first mix, thank you.
Thank you. And you know what? The reception was pretty all right.
Yeah, it was nice.
I was skeptical, like, oh man,
I was actually really scared.
But
you know what? Good. That morning, a lot of changes happened that morning, you know, with the show and everything, and with the podcast. And then I didn't want to look at my tweets that morning because I was, number one, scared.
Okay.
Number two, still sleepy. But when I did, I don't regret it at all because it was amazing. So thank you guys for being so nice and being so, even though like, you know, you have like comments about it, it's not that harsh. You know, nothing personal or anything.
You're expecting harsh ba?
Kind of. You know, people are kind of mean in the internet.
People are pretty mean on the internet. But you know what? I was really happy with, because there are people who we know interact with us a lot. But then there are a couple people who don't tweet that often.
True.
Or don't message or DM that often. And they were showing their support. And the cool thing is they listened to the whole thing. And I know this because they were quoting some of the things that you said. Like, hindi siya Filipino, son.
I was talking about this thing that we have. This thing.
Oh yeah, we have it. It's not in our video. We have a giant
penis ashtray
on our table, which we're gonna incorporate into our segment some way somehow.
How?
We'll see. And okay, so let's just talk about real quick the feedback that we got. What were your takeaway points for the feedback or from what people were saying?
You know what? I think because most of our listeners also are listeners of our radio shows, and I think they also want something kind of like that format. You know, like sometimes they would suggest music or songs,
right,
and would also want shout outs and everything, which we do on the radio.
On the radio.
So that's mostly what I got.
Maybe we'll plan to incorporate some shout outs.
Maybe.
The music aspect, we don't have like the technical capabilities of doing that. If we become rich, maybe we could
set up like our own radio station.
And one comment that I got actually from our friend Alvin, who of course our co-DJ Alvin. Hi Alvin. He listened to us, huh? Hi Alvin.
Hi Alvin.
He said that the way that our first format for the first mix was good for people who knew who we were.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what if there's somebody listening who maybe it's their first time listening, and people they want a sense of structure, a flow.
Oh.
So for episode or for mix, we're calling it mix.
Yeah, we're calling it mix.
So for mix number 2, we're gonna at least here at the start of the episode. We'll do it earlier next time, but since we had to explain our feedback, blah blah blah, we're gonna give you a little flow. So we've come up with segments.
Yes. Mostly JC did. If I'm going to be honest with you guys.
But we talked about it last mix, the week in review. Okay. So we're going to talk about our weeks because we release this weekly. But then we also have something that I dubbed the TTs.
The TTs. Okay, explain the TTs.
Okay, so, you know, we all experience the TTs. It's the trending topics.
Okay.
Very TT-centric tayo dito, mga trending topics.
I know, right?
And then also, we want to do something because there, what was the last thing I told you we were going to do?
The week in review?
No, that was the first thing we said. Oh, no, the last thing where we tackle a topic. Maybe that's not that an overarching, bigger, general topic.
Right.
And yeah, that's what we're gonna do today.
Okay, so just like a little bit of structure for you guys in case that's what you want. And after mix 2, if you don't feel like it, then you could tweet us. You could tell us. That is the beauty of the internet.
Yep.
Okay.
Use the hashtag the Halo Show.
The Halo Show.
So official.
Whoa, I know it.
Okay. All right. So let's do the week in review. We don't have any stingers, so ready? Week in review. Go, Rica. What did you do this week?
Okay, so this actually the highlight of my week / weekend was going to the 39th Manila International Book Fair, where the Morning Rush got to. So that's me, Chico, and Hazel. We got to interview the one and only Nico Tortorella.
And I didn't know who he was. I had to Google him.
Okay. Well, actually,
he's so sexy. He's so hot.
Alam mo, parang dripping with just sexiness.
Oh my God.
And just, character and everything. So basically, if you don't know Nico Tortorella, he is an actor. He stars in a TV show called Younger. And then now, well, he also has a podcast, by the way.
That's right.
Yes, he has
a
podcast. And it's about love and everything. And then he is an author now, an official published author. He came up with a book, a poetry book. It's called All of It Is You. And if you...
That's an inside thing.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna get it if you watched his performance. So basically, we had like around 10 to 15 minutes to interview him, which was the best time ever.
It was pretty cool.
He was pretty cool, right? And even like feeling ko, kahit di mo siya kilala, you'll be like, wow, this guy is just something else.
He's deep.
You will recognize that he has like a deeper understanding of the world. That's it.
For those of you just curious, where do I fit in all this? I was behind the camera.
I know.
I wasn't interviewing. I was working.
No, but you were a lot of help because we were a mess, the three of us. We were thinking of our questions and how we would react and everything. Yeah. So basically, we needed the three of you, Kat, Carly, and you, to help us with everything, technical stuff.
Shout out to Kat and Carly. Carly listens. I think Carly listens.
I know, right?
I don't know about Kat. She's very quiet. You don't know what she's thinking. But Kat, if you're hearing this, hi.
Hi. Okay, so yeah, that's basically the highlight of my week. It was actually, onti pa lang yung na-interview ko na artista, or like even like the first one actually, like Hollywood. Kasi I don't go to press cons or anything. Maybe that's he's the first one na-interview ko na from Hollywood.
Is this the most shooketh that you've ever been for an interview?
For an interview?
What is the most, I guess, maybe not necessarily fangirly, but what interview were you like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to interview blah, 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 blah.
You know what? I think this is the first time that I like literally was just too nervous to talk.
You have so many guests on The Morning Rush that I'm sure you must have.
Oh, no. You know what?
Lea
Maybe
Salonga
Lea Salonga is on the top of my list. Because basically, if you heard our podcast on that show, wala akong sinabi. Like, I did not even like, tumatawa lang ako and I would like comment a little bit.
Right.
Because I was so super duper scared that she would judge me for who I am. Na parang, not today.
Her presence is so crazy. Like
it is.
You know, diba, just her presence, even if she's not singing, she commands like the room.
True.
I don't know if it's maybe her reputation precedes her, but just I feel like if no one knew who she was, I think just seeing her, something about her is so very,
like
very
her
regal,
vibe.
very. She could be like a princess.
True.
And which she was. Mulan and Jasmine. Well, Mulan's not a princess.
Is
she a princess?
She is. She's
Mulan's a princess.
She is. You don't consider her as a princess?
No. I was just wondering.
Excuse me. No. Excuse me, sister.
No, is she a princess? I mean,
no, okay,
but wouldn't most people who think Mulan, wouldn't she be I don't know.
Hindi kasi parang she didn't come from a royal family.
Okay.
I think that's what you're pertaining to.
Yeah, so
right?
wouldn't people be like, Mulan is not a Disney princess. She is her own fierce warrior woman and she should not be a princess. Okay. No, I'm just wondering.
I don't know. I think that I consider her as a princess because I just want to include her in that,
Well, she's gonna be in Wreck-It Ralph, I think. Diba?
They all are in
Pero
that
may kulang
scene.
Wala si Meg. I don't know if you count her as a Disney princess. Do you count her? Si Hercules? Si Meg?
Probably.
What's her full name?
Megara.
I think so
yeah.
also. Megara.
Yeah, so basically, that was Lea Salonga, Nico Tortorella, and then, I don't know. We've interviewed a lot, but it's just that I have this, I don't know, like, may parang pakiramdam ako whenever I interview someone that I know is like,
what?
Super
like, you can't believe you're in front of them.
Yes, like, I can't believe you're here.
So Nico Tortorella gave you that feeling.
Yes.
Wow. Me on the other hand, I don't know. I didn't know who he was. I mean, I did of course, before the interview, I did a Google search. But when I Googled him, just if Google images, you're gonna be like, damn, this guy is something else.
And the thing is, it was so entertaining and interesting because I watched him in Younger. He was really super manly man and everything. But what a lot of people don't know is he is gender fluid.
Yeah, what? I wanted to talk about that. So, I mean, obviously, we're not experts on the topic. but he doesn't use the terms he and she.
Yes, he uses they. They, them.
And we were talking about with Chico in the pre-prod meeting. How do you refer to, I mean, how do you even talk? Like, how do you refer to a group of people or a person? Like, let's say, you ran across and I say, oh, Rica, she went out. Oh, no, you went to go to lunch. Rica, she went to lunch. How would you say? Rica, they went to lunch.
Yeah. Basically, they. I know it's like sometimes.
But they is plural, diba?
Yeah, it's not grammatically correct, but we're not talking about grammar here. We're talking about how they want to be addressed.
Would you be offended if we called you it? It went to lunch. Si Rica, it went to lunch.
Parang wag naman. Parang naging ballpen naman ako.
And my biggest takeaway from his show and his interview was that, gender fluidity, the biggest thing is to normalize it.
Yes.
Because we're still in a world, as he said, where people who are gay or lesbian, transgender, queer, whatever terminology and wherever you fit in, it's still it's not the norm based on society. And I thought it was really beautiful. He had this one, what was it, a poem or a song?
Yeah, his performance.
It was about coffee, and he said that everybody. Oh no, he loves fluid. Coffee is obviously it's a liquid, right? So he likes to drink coffee. But then he also likes to drink orange juice and he likes to drink tea. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't like coffee and only coffee, that he can only like coffee.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool parallel. And I know it's a very basic level, but I think that's really, really great.
Yeah, it's nice that he put it in that way.
Yeah.
That I think a lot of people could understand it in that,
that
explanation.
Context,
Yeah, for me, my takeaway was it's nice that that he's really into explaining gender fluidity and everything and how he is, but he doesn't what do you call that? Yung parang
he doesn't preach it.
Yeah,
right? He doesn't make it like this is law.
Yung parang hindi naman niya pinaparusahan yung tao. If you don't understand it, if you get it wrong that you call him he or she.
Yeah.
He actually said, the interviewer from National Bookstore actually addressed him as a he and then corrected herself and said, oh, sorry, they. Nico didn't say that, that's wrong or whatever.
He wasn't a jerk about it.
He was chill. He said, it's all right. I mean, we're all just getting used to it.
Yeah, actually, I remember I was editing the video because I shot it, diba? So Hazel said, Nico Tortorella, ladies and gentlemen. And then he came in and he said, and everybody in between or something like that.
Yes.
But he included everyone. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and I think we need more people in this world,
Well, so that's what you did this week.
I know. It's just like, it's so surreal. Everything that happened over the weekend, MIBF, and then the coming out of the first mix of the Halo Halo show is just,
cool.
I don't know. Something else.
You know what? I also thought that the weekend review could be, well, for me, I think it would be a great way to keep myself accountable for certain things. And I think you could use it too. Okay. Like, because every week our listeners, you know what? We should come up with a fan club name. I was thinking kasi like, mga ube babes. Kasi may ube sa halo-halo.
My favorite actually in halo-halo would be leche flan.
Mga leche kayo.
So yung mga leche dyan.
And I was thinking like, what are beans in Tagalog? Because a lot of people don't like beans.
Garbanzo?
Hindi, I mean sa Tagalog.
Ano?
Di ba there's beans?
Ano?
I don't know.
Sitaw.
Well, sitaw. Well, think about it. I was thinking, a lot of people don't like halo-halo because of the beans. But I feel like I like the beans too. Yeah. But usually if you come across someone who doesn't like halo-halo, it's because of the beans.
Yeah.
Well, at least in my experience. So I feel like we should name our listeners the beans, not because we don't like them, but I feel like they're like the people who like halo-halo really appreciate the beans.
Right.
And we appreciate you. Mga leche kayo.
Mga leche kayo. Wait. Meron akong
sound effects?
Sound effects.
Sige nga.
Wait lang.
This is coming from our phone, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it. But in the meantime.
There.
Sige nga.
Ready?
Go. What sound effects? What is that?
Applause. It doesn't sound like an applause. Okay, fine. I won't use
Low budget kami dito, guys, sa Halo-Halo show. All right, so I want to keep us accountable. Meaning, if you have something that's going on in your life. So our beans or ube babes or leche.
Or mga leche.
I feel like they want to, keep up with what's going on in our life.
Okay.
Because this is our platform to really express ourselves.
I know.
For me, my week in review, I went with you to the Manila Book Fair, so I don't really have to talk about that anymore. But last week, one of our staff members and our friend, si Mayan, she posted an Instagram, and she listened, by the way.
Oh,
hey,
hi, Mayan.
she posted an Instagram story of us and in Baguio.
Okay.
And it was a photo of us. We played this balloon game. Basically, we were moving around, and she posted it. And oh my God, it's my phone wallpaper. I'll show it to you. Pucha, I'm so fat.
Okay.
Freaking fat. I made it my wallpaper. I'll put it on the YouTube. I'm so super stupid fat. Okay. And like no angle can save me. And it was a wake-up call. I have certain wake-up calls in my life when it comes to my weight, because I've always been a fat kid ever since I was young. Like you saw pictures, diba? I was always a big kid growing up, and I was never really like super fit. But there were times when I would lose weight and I would be in a okay size.
Okay, and then
the next year I would go up. So I would go up and down, and it's always a wake up call that calls me to action. And that picture was really, really like, damn, you're big.
Like, I have to get my
so I want to every
right.
time in Week in Review now, what I want to do is I kind of want to tell everyone where I am with my weight loss / health goals progress.
Okay.
Which I think is cool, because every week now I could be like, oh, last week ganito. So at least the mga beans natin, they can be like, yo man, tumataba ka ulit.
Right.
Or pumapayat ka na, so proud of your progress.
You know what? I think it's nice that you recognize it yourself, because, not a lot of people have that courage to actually tell themselves that, oh no, I've gained weight and I have to, go out and lose it by working out and everything. But at the same time, and I think we can already, what do you call that? We can already continue to talking about Sarah Burgess is a loser with this.
Yeah.
Is that sometimes we are obsessed with how we look and how other people think about us. And for me, now continuing on with Sarah Burgess is a loser, I think that
the TTs, the first TT.
I think this is, when I watched the movie, initially I thought it was about catfishing and how
first of all,
bad.
if people missed the first mix, just tell people what is the movie about, just the general premise.
Okay, so basically Sarah Burgess catfished this guy named, sorry, what's the name again?
I forgot his name. It's Peter Kavinsky from
si Noah Centineo.
Yun, Peter Kavinsky.
She catfished the guy that she liked.
They catfished. Just joking.
I think she identifies as they. So and then they ended up together in the end.
Right. So for it's a Netflix movie called Sarah Burgess.
Burgess or Burgess?
Burgess. Sarah Burgess is a loser.
Yeah.
And so as Rica said, she got the phone number, or no, this guy was trying to get with this pretty girl, and she gave him a fake number, which ended up being Sarah Burgess's phone number, and she texted him under the false pretense that she was actually that pretty girl, and as Rica said, spoilers, by the way, Rica already spoiled it.
Spoilers.
But at the end of the movie, she got the happy ending. She got the guy. And a lot of people are kind of in uproar because, first of all, catfishing.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
First of all, can we talk about catfishing? Catfishing is, I think by definition, is when you use false pictures. You
pretend to be someone
else. You don't... And there's another term, I forgot what it's called.
Catfishing?
I think no. Oh. I think it's kitten fishing. I think. No, I'm not joking.
Okay.
No, because
you put a...
Catfishing is when you put someone else's picture. There's one term, I forgot what it's called, where you put your own picture, but it's an old picture or a younger picture, or you're skinnier, or you're more muscular.
Basically, not the you today.
Not the you today. I forgot if it's what it's called though.
Yeah.
But so
I like kitty fishing.
I think it's kitty fishing. I'm not joking.
Pero parang weird.
Meow, kitty fishing.
Kitty fishing.
No, but I think that's I think that the happy ending at the end was wrong. because it might encourage catfishing. But first of all, can we talk about catfishing in general? I think there's certain times when catfishing maybe is okay. Let me put it in terms that go. Okay, for example, Tinder, Bumble. I'm not gonna lie, I had a account. That was a fake picture.
It's me judging.
Oh my! No. I had an account that was like a fake picture. First of all, I wanted to see who was on Bumble, who was on Tinder, but also I wanted to see if hot girls would match a hot guy.
So basically, a social experiment.
Parang ganun. But I never said, hey, let's meet up.
Yeah.
I never said let's do anything.
I think that's the thing. I mean, it's not bad if you do it, but you don't act on it. You know, you don't really.
So is it? But should I have not done it at all?
No, if it's like if you didn't harm anyone, you didn't play with.
And I didn't message. I don't think I messaged that. As far as I remember, all I did was just match.
I don't think you did something wrong there, because what's the difference with that and people working at Bumble and testing out their app with a fake picture?
True.
Right?
That's true.
So, I think you didn't do anything wrong.
But also, it's probably kind of weird now. People are probably like, what the hell, JC's such a fucking weirdo.
Di naman, onti lang.
So you never,
See?
Yeah.
Do you get me? But for me, when I watched Sarah Burgess is a Loser, or Sarah Burgess is a Loser, initially I thought it was about catfishing. But then I thought about it. And for me, the main message of the movie is how we are so obsessed with looking at a certain way that we result to catfishing, to doing these things.
Yeah. And
that's why, we have catfishing terms like catfishing and everything, or kitty fishing, is because, alam mo yun, parang masyado na tayong obsessed with how we look. And I know that that's just, ideally, I'm in an ideal world, that would be okay, na people would like us because of our personalities and everything. But definitely it's not about that. And it's just that I'm not also like 100% confident about myself as well.
Oh, me neither. Definitely not.
But it's just that it's nice that sometimes we realize that it's not all about our looks.
Yes. And I think you're right. I guess that's if there was a takeaway from the movie that was positive, it's that this guy, Peter Kavinsky, what's his name?
Noah Centineo. I totally forgot.
I don't know his name in the movie.
I know.
Okay, you guys know Peter Kavinsky, To All the Boys I Loved Before. The same actor, Noah Centineo. Noah Centineo. He ended up liking si Sarah Burgess.
Yeah.
Because of the text. And I think that was the whole point of the movie. And maybe it just didn't connect well in terms of the audience. And for me, I'm not a very sensitive person, so for me it was all right in that sense. But there are also a lot of you have a whole list on your phone. I know. For one, there is one scene or a couple scenes where she pretended to be deaf, which I thought that was kind of insensitive.
Yeah,
especially now there's we don't want to delve into it. There's somebody who was impersonating deaf, and that got a lot of flack. And I thought that was also kind of insensitive to the deaf community.
Definitely.
And what do you have on your list?
Actually, here in my list, I said that, I grew up with this mentality that we cannot control how other people think about us. But what we can control is how we think about ourselves and how we present ourselves to other people.
Pero ang hirap na, no? I mean, it's easier said than done, right?
I know it is. But actually, even with ganito yung pag-iisip ko, because my mom actually taught me this. Ganito rin yung pag-iisip ko when it comes to dressing appropriately for an occasion or going out in shorts. I know that people are fighting about like feminism, like you can wear whatever you want. You don't have to, wear like long skirts going outside para hindi ka ma-catcall. But at the same time, you can still control what you wear so that other people don't do that to you. Do you get what I mean?
But at the same time, catcalling, no matter what you wear, shouldn't be a thing.
Definitely. I totally believe that. I totally believe that. But yeah, I also said here that in the age of Instagram and taking selfies, our self-esteem is just, non-existent. Basically.
You know what? I wanted to talk about that. Okay, so for me, for example, well, Rica and I, we have have Instagram for our jobs, but also for personal. But it's also become a platform for us for money, for making money. I mean, if we're gonna be honest with it, Instagram is a way for us to get endorsements, sponsorships, and me personally, I was never really super big on social media before I started working in media. But you quickly realize it becomes an extension of yourself. Whether for me, it's like making it's for making money. Yeah. That's one aspect of it. So it kind of loses the social aspect in that sense. So
like you're not real.
Yeah, and that's one of the parts in the movie that the girl, what's her name? Not Sarah, the other girl.
The other girl is Victoria.
Yeah, wait. Victoria, I think was her name.
Veronica, and then the guy's Jamie.
Oh yeah. So see Veronica in the movie, who plays in this sense of the movie, the hot one.
Yeah, Veronica is the hot girl. Basically me.
So she cares so much about her following and
her looks and what
it's
she
very
eats.
Relatable to I think people on social media. Yeah. And for me, for example, I sometimes I put too much emphasis on how many likes and comments I get simply because the more likes and comments I get, the more other brands, whatever, will want to work with me.
So for you, Instagram is a business.
It's a business, but I would, you know what? I'm just gonna be straightforward with it. It's a business, but I do enjoy the social aspect of making content that people like. I do IG vlogs, for example, and that I don't make money off of that. I do that because I think it's fun and people enjoy my content. I give away a lot of GCs, which I think is the cool part of that social aspect. I mean, I feel like sometimes I lack the personal touch. Like I don't just post a random photo of what I feel like I want to take
like
a picture.
Like a real photo.
Yeah, like a real photo.
Like kunwari, something somewhere na parang you're having fun, blurry siya. You just wanna remember that moment so you post it.
Yeah,
you don't do that.
For Finstagram. You know what a Finstagram is?
What is that?
A fake Instagram. Totoo yun. It's like an Instagram. It's a second account where you can post whatever you want. Totoo yun. Finstagram. So some people do that. Finstagram is where you only like a close circle of your friends. Ganun yun.
Wow. Para ka pala yung kapatid ng para kang royal. Di ba ganun yun? Yung
soft
mga parang...
drinks? Huh? What royal?
Like kasama sa royal family. Si Princess Sofia ba yun or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She has like a secret...
she has a secret Instagram. Okay.
She has a secret Instagram. So, anyway, for me, actually, the reason why I said that, na parang basically in the age of Instagram, our self-esteem is basically non-existent. Yes. It's because we see IG models and everything looking super perfect.
Like Nico Tortorella. Oh my God, he's so hot.
What we don't realize I also just realized this like recently, is do you think that when you look in the mirror, I mean, when that IG model looks in the mirror,
do they see what we see?
Yeah, or feeling mo ba they don't pinpoint stuff that they don't like about their body?
No, they definitely...
Obviously, they do.
They do, right?
So, what's the point na, you do that yourself too? Or like, down mo yung sarili mo because of what you look. You can't be in another body.
That's true.
Can change it.
And there's always someone hotter than you in the scheme of things. Even the hottest person will looks at someone else like, damn, that person is so hot.
And don't get me wrong, I also look in the mirror and pinpoint things that I don't like about my body. But I try my hardest to catch myself in the middle of it. Na parang, pero wait lang. I mean like, ano bang point? Ito na yun eh. This is as good as it gets.
And you are the only one who can control and improve upon yourself. That's a good way to look at things.
Right.
Kasi body image is, like you said, you struggle with body image. I do
all
too,
the time.
Dude. Laki ng boobs ko, bro. Totoo yun. If you're watching the YouTube channel, I'm caressing my right breast right now. No, but
like I want to take a shower after this.
No, I don't know. Like sometimes I wonder what my life would be like. Like those IG models. I'm sure I wonder what my life would be like if I had abs or whatever. But at the end of the day, I am happy with how I look.
But at the same time, it's also nice that you're striving for a better body, better health and everything. Because, I mean, alam nga namang forever ka na lang ganyan, diba?
Yeah.
Parang wala ka ng goals. You don't have, aspirations and everything.
Right.
So, it's nice.
Yeah. Okay. And that's one of the TTs. Do we have another TT? Oh, the other TT.
What's a TT? I mean,
what's a TT?
No.
What's the other trending
What's
topic?
the other TT?
Well, it's not really. I don't think it's super trending now. But one of your friends' tweets went viral, diba?
Yeah.
It was about milk tea. Oh, we forgot to plug it at the start of the episode. Yung mga, kasi we didn't really know it. But it's about milk tea.
Okay.
And your friend tweeted like he got. Is that true or was that just a joke?
I think it's true. I mean, he wouldn't make it a big deal. I know this person.
But even if it was a joke, it was a funny tweet.
It was a funny tweet. So what happened is he bought milk tea. Tapos
from Coco. It's got to be specific because people won't understand why if it's just a random.
Yeah.
It's from Coco, a popular milk tea place
here
right
in the
now.
Philippines.
Okay, so go ahead.
So, paglabas nga, is it in the mall or like labas ng mall?
I think sa Mega Mall daw.
Yeah. So
may
paglabas
bus
ng mall,
terminal.
may kumuha ng milk tea niya. Like, may kumuha ng milk tea niya.
Yeah.
That's
just
like
took it.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. And it's just, okay, it's just feeling ko pag nangyari sa akin yun, I would not react at all.
Yeah, kasi
it's out of shock.
Yeah. I mean, isipin mo, wallet mo, backpack mo, yung jasmine milk tea pala yung
And then, I forgot the options, but, he put out a poll asking people kung ano yung dapat tawag dun sa nagnakaw ng
it was so funny. Ang ganda
so,
na yung isa eh.
Milk thief.
Milk thief.
Ano yung isa?
The one I like. There's one that I really liked. It was really funny. But the thing is that it's not a term that's used here kasi
what?
I think it's pearls.
Hold that pearl.
Hold that pearl.
Yeah.
Hold that pearl. Kasi pearls is, they don't, hold that pearl ba?
Yeah, hold that pearl.
Hindi, meron pa isa. Anyway, while Rica looks that up, Coco, a very popular milk tea place, pinipilaan yan eh. It's like the, what's the ramen place na pinipilaan? Mendocoro.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Mendocoro equivalent of milk tea.
Mm-hmm. There. So ano yung tawag sa kanya from Vaughn?
Okay, milk thief, milk thief.
Milk thief,
yeah.
Tirador.
Yun, tirador. Ay, hindi. Tirador.
Hold that pearl.
Hold that pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
so
then another option. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your choice?
I liked Hold That Pearl.
Ako din, Hold That Pearl.
But it lost to Milk Thief. Because it's like milk tea, diba?
Yeah, it's
milk
funny
thief.
Also. I mean, I like it. But you know what?
Okay, can we ask, I just want to talk about the Coco craze.
Okay.
For me, I don't believe in lining up for food.
Ikaw?
Totoo. Okay, lining up for food that you're gonna eat. I've lined up for food if it's like a 1-year supply price.
Okay.
I've done that. But yung pipila ka for food, I feel like there's alternate food na the taste
that won't
different.
give you that inconvenience.
Yeah. Okay. For example, Coco. If you blind taste tested me, because I don't consider myself a milk tea expert by any means. So if you blind taste tested me Coco and Gongcha and ano pa, Serenity,
Cha Time,
I would be hard pressed to tell you which is which. So why would I line up? Besides the price difference, because the reason when I ask people bakit Coco, why do you like Coco the best? Usually the reasoning is, sobrang sarap nga. But that doesn't matter for me because I think that everything's good naman eh.
Yeah.
It's the price difference. Parang it's 20 pesos less. And the pearls though are creamier.
Okay.
For whatever that means. But for me, the creamier pearl, the pearls are creamy naman sa Gongcha. Creamy pearls. And the price difference, the 20 pesos, I think
it's just 20 pesos.
I mean, I would pay 20 pesos to skip the line at Coco.
Well,
right?
yeah.
So
you know what? In this type of food, I would actually agree with you.
Okay.
Because when it comes to ramen, I think there are really good ramen that I would actually line up for.
But I wouldn't line up for Mendocoro. I would go like kahit ramen nagi, sarap ng ramen nagi.
I know,
or
but
Butamaru,
it's just,
or just like there's a lot of Hanamaru-ken ramen's
guys,
really good.
don't hate me, but I'm not a ramen nagi fan.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to be. But there's other ramen that I'm sure if we placed in front of you,
I don't know.
it would be like you would probably feel the same satisfaction.
For me, feeling ko ramen, I would actually really line up for Mendocoro. And eto pa, here's the twist. Hindi ko pa natitikman yung Mendocoro.
Oh my God.
And I am willing, guys. I am willing. It's just that yung kasama ko lagi hindi willing.
Why haven't you gone? Yun nga, hindi...
Yung kasama ko kasi lagi.
Kasi inconvenience, hassle
Yeah. And
pag
I get it.
yayain mo ako mag-Mendocoro, I'd say, no way, bro. Kaya na lang tayo sa ano.
And I get it though. But it is a good marketing scheme. You know, a lot of people are really interested in trying Mendocoro because of the line.
Okay, so here's the, I guess, my TT question.
TT question.
Do you think that the milk tea different? Is there a difference?
Milk tea?
Milk tea. Is the milk tea? Is the difference really like a big deal? Like, I mean, is cocoa really superior?
Okay. When it comes to milk tea, I don't think it's like there's a big difference. Kung Serenity.
Would you be able to
Infinity,
tell the difference? You think? If I put gongcha and
definitely not. Just
cocoa.
the milk tea.
Yeah, just the same flavor. I don't know
if it's just the milk tea, then no. But alam mo yung for me, mas masarap yung cream cheese ng gongcha. I like the pearl of chatime, something like that. But it doesn't make me line up like for a long time because of that. Alam mo yun?
All right.
If I just tasted, if somebody gave me chatime now, I would appreciate it.
That's true.
I'd be like, oh, thank you.
Oh, sarap niyan ah.
Sarap niyan.
Where'd you get it?
But, you know, I wouldn't line up for it.
Also, we were talking about it. I imagine like if kasi now what people who get cocoa, sometimes they order it like on Grab delivery or something. Yeah. Para silang fixer, no? Cocoa milk tea fixer.
Oo nga.
Parang DIY na. Where do you get fixers nga for your license?
Parang
milk
fixer.
tea fixers.
Like they would do everything for you. Bibigyan na lang nila.
All right. So we can move on now to our parang overarching.
Okay,
it's not necessarily something that trended during the week, but just something that we want to talk. What do you want to? I have a whole list. Actually, my plan sana one day is to have it in this TT ashtray. Parang mga mixture. Mm-hmm. Is there something on this list? We have commuting na lang.
Okay. I have a lot of thoughts about commuting.
Okay, kasi I commuted today on the bus. I take the bus a lot.
Same.
And I prefer it over the MRT.
Okay.
Because the MRT fucking sucks. Grabe, I hate the MRT so much. It's okay. How do you want to approach it? Ang dami kasi sa commuting.
Sige, let's do bus versus MRT.
Bus versus MRT. Okay.
For me kasi, it depends on where you're going. For southbound, I like taking the bus going to Alabang because you don't have to, switch and everything. Kasi wala namang train.
Isang sakay lang.
Yeah, you don't have a train going to Alabang. So, southbound, going to Los Baños, going to Laguna, everywhere, I take the bus. And for me, there are buses na super ganda. And you have Wi-Fi, you have like a cup holder and everything.
Even now, may mga P2P buses.
Yeah, P2P buses. Hopefully, they're gonna have P2P buses like further south, but they do have going to Alabang. But yeah, I take the bus going south, but going north, especially to my house,
so when
which
you're in
is
Metro
Quezon
Manila
City.
na.
Yeah, especially going to my house, which is in Quezon City. I love taking the train kasi diretso sa Trinoma, and then you could just stay there. Diba? Rest there and then mag-commute ka ulit.
Shopping muna,
diba?
And
yogurt. Ganun.
Yogurt? Uso ba yung yogurt dito?
Froyo, yeah.
Froyo is not sikat dito.
There was a time.
Yep. Mahal kasi ng froyo. It's so expensive here. I remember.
It is.
Kasi is it the same in the States kasi you put your toppings and then you weigh it and you pay by price.
There was a time.
I know Pinkberry you pay like a set fee.
Per scoop or something like that. Pero there was a time may ganon. Fruity Froyo, that was the name of it.
Pero mahal, no?
Super mahal.
That's why it probably doesn't exist anymore.
300 plus
diba?
For just like the medium size. Anyway, so yun, for me, going north, I prefer taking and going to Manila especially, like alam mo yun, magkakyapo ka or punta ka ng TAF.
You know what, I don't know how to commute to go. I know EDSA north south.
Yeah,
I rarely
like
go
train.
east west. Rarely. Only time is pag may racket. And to be safe lang, I take Grab kasi I don't
from the train.
No, from home. From home.
Okay.
Kasi I don't know how to do it. And if it's racket, I want to look fresh.
Actually, I do that after I go down the train. Like kunwari, before I had like a hosting. I forgot. But somewhere in Manila, I had to go down one station there, LRT 1.
Oh, mas maganda daw yung LRT sa MRT.
Definitely.
I've taken the LRT maybe a handful of times.
Mas bago kasi siya eh. Mas bago siya.
Okay.
But matanda na rin siya. Anyway, so what I would do is I would take the train to the nearest station, and then from there I would take a Grab. But there was one event na kinailangan ko mag-pedicab, guys.
What?
In like my full outfit, full makeup and hair.
Bakit?
Naka-pedicab ako.
Walang sakayan.
Walang Grab. They didn't have a Grab. And
walang trike.
Walang trike. Pedicab lang, guys.
Magkano ba yung pedicab? What's the going rate for pedicab?
It depends on where you're going eh. Minsan, mas mahal siya because like, may pataas, ano mo yun, like more effort and everything.
Speaking of commuting lang, kasi for those of you who don't know me personally, I moved here around 3 years ago.
Okay.
So, sa una, Uber, buhay pa yung Uber. So, Uber lang ako because I didn't know.
Uber.
Whoa. I didn't know how to commute.
Okay.
And then I was really shocked. Ang mura, no? I mean, it's really cheap.
When you compare it to
Grab and Uber. Kasi from Ortigas to, let's say, Ayala in Makati, 16 pesos lang yun. And
what? Uber?
Hindi. Bus.
I was thinking Uber.
Pero Uber, when it was still in its height, that's parang Uber pool, parang it's like 80 pesos pwede. So, at that time, worth it. But now...
Yeah, 16 pesos.
Yeah, so it's really crazy. The reason I picked the bus over the MRT is the comfort level. You can't really compare kung rush hour. Both sucks. But the thing about the bus is makakaupo ka eh. Unless, sa MRT kasi, if you don't ride at Trinoma or you ride at, ano yung dulo ng South?
Magallanes or Taft?
Taft. If you don't ride from yung Taft or sa Trinoma, it's rare that you're gonna get a seat.
Yes.
It's tough. And makakachamba ka lang sa Cubao or sa Shaw, where a lot of people get on and off.
Guadalupe. But that's already near Taft.
And that's what sucks about Ortigas because we work in Ortigas. So if you take the MRT from Ortigas, if you're going north, kakasakay lang ng mga tao sa Shaw Boulevard. So it's full. And then if you're going south, kakasakay lang ng mga tao sa Cubao.
Yes.
So it's like, fuck, there's no one getting off at, walang bababa sa Ortigas.
Sardinas levels, ganun, guys.
No, can you explain to me lang, at the front car,
okay,
it's for women, diba? For women pregnant and PWD.
For pregnant women and for PWD and for senior citizens.
It's not for women lang anymore.
No, kasi ganito, diba? There's like, kunwari lang, there are 4 cars na for women, 1 car dun sa 4 cars na yun for pregnant women, senior citizens, and PWD. Yung 3 cars, basically for women lang. Like,
wait,
babae lang yung pwede.
Yun nga.
Oh,
so, wala na yun.
Na yun. O, wala na yun. Hindi na kayo pwede dun.
When did they take that down? I haven't taken that.
Matagal na yun.
Yeah. Hindi, kasi akala ko, my understanding was the first 3 cars were women, PWD.
No. May sarili na silang car.
Yung women.
No, yung senior citizens, PWD.
How many cars is that?
Isa lang.
But there's no more specific car for women.
Meron pa. Tatlo.
Yun nga. That's my question. From the 3 na yung babae lang. Why is there what do you call it? Nag-stop recording ba yung camera?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, your question?
My question is, why is there why do some women who are not with their partner or a guy or a girl, why do they ride in the car for the men? Nakakainis. I know it sounds... Because you have this cart, and I've asked women before, and they say, oy, siksikan din dun. But every time it passes by me, mas maluwag compared sa...
Oh, yeah.
So why don't they ride in the car for the women? If you are alone, why wouldn't you take the cart with less people? Para hindi ka magdagdag ng
siguro gusto nila kasama yung
para makatabi
significant other nila.
No, kaya nga, but sometimes there's women who are commuting alone. I would understand if they were with somebody.
I have a reason.
Okay.
I think
what
I
is it?
I've
so they can grind up on
me.
Me. Joke lang. No, but why is that?
Dream on.
Kala yung sasabihin mo eh. Ano?
Ako kasi, sometimes when that happens to me, because I go to the women cart only most of the time. But sometimes that happens to me. Kapag yung papaalis na siya.
Yun nga, okay. Then, pero may times na nakapila ako, hinihintay namin yung tren. And they're there. I get it if you're kaka-beep card mo lang tatakbo ka tapos the door is closing. Of course, you're gonna take the
different reasons talaga. Like, sometimes, yung car na yon mas malapit siya dun sa exit. So, gusto ng mga tao doon.
It's like,
sometimes,
dude, come on, you're taking room from other people. I just feel like it's
not naman for men only.
It's not, but it feels unfair.
Okay.
I know it's kind of like a reverse sexism thing. But if I was given a special cart, well, not special cart, if I was given a cart where it was less room, more room rather, I would take that 10 times out of 10. Bakit ko papahirapan yung sarili ko? And why would I make it difficult for other people then? I'm just curious.
Pero can you imagine
it's not the worst
But
offense.
Can you imagine if they did not let women go to the men
only cart? Yeah, okay, I get that.
Super
I'm not saying that bawal sila dun.
It's just that we are given that option, you know.
Yeah, but I don't think my thing is I don't think the women who are not going to those 3 carts, I don't think in their mind that they're taking a stand against the patriarchy or something. I feel like fuck you, man. I'm taking your cart, bitch.
No, it's not that. I'm sure they have different reasons, but it's just that we are given that option.
It's just I'm just trying to get the mindset. Why would they take the Why would they not go? Wala lang. That's my rant for the day.
Yeah.
You know what? We've gone on for quite some time. Actually, yun isang magandang feedback sa atin. Bitin daw. Bitin. But of course,
I'm having a sore throat, guys.
I know. Of course, we have to stop somewhere.
Aww.
But may sponsors tayo. We have a sponsor. Actually, we didn't plug it sa first mix. Ano yun? Sponsor.
Star Wars pala yun.
Star Wars. Wait, baka ma-flag tayo. Ano ba?
No. Okay,
so we'd like to thank Mickle microphones.
Oh, thank you, Mickle.
Sobrang mura lang. MICKLE MOUSE Mickle Mouse.
MICKLE
MOUSE. Sounds nice, huh? Gawin natin ng jingle. MICKLE MOU. You don't know the Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse song yun eh.
As in,
MICKEYMOU. Anyway, Mickle, you can find them on Lazada. Because we're using the mics and people were surprised. It's really good quality. It's only parang less than 1.5 on Lazada. So if you ever want to get into podcasting,
or like
Mickle.
you know, people doing covers on YouTube.
Yeah, actually for singers.
Tapos
linisin mo lang yung audio sa Audacity. I mean, you can. I mean,
everybody does that.
Yeah, that's true.
We do it.
Everybody does it. You know what? Everyone doesn't do.
What?
Go to the female only cart when they can go there.
Shut up.
But thank you very much for joining us here on Mix 2. It went by so fast, no?
I know.
We can talk about forever.
I was actually surprised that we were done with a 20-minute recording thing with a camera.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're on YouTube then. And
woot woot.
Woot woot. So if you want to give us feedback or just tell us how we did or if you enjoyed the show, tweet us. We should use the hashtag talaga para mag-trending
tayo. The Halo Halo Show.
Hashtag the Halo Halo Show. Follow us we have Instagram and everywhere. It's everywhere at the Halo Halo Show except for Instagram. Gago kasi the Halo Halo Show. Walang posts. Kakainis. I tried to message wala What?
I won't actually blame you na walang the dun sa Halo Halo Show because you set up everything. So thank you, JC.
Ano ba? Kasi wala yun. The guy beat us to it.
Ay nako.
Whoever
you
the
are.
Halo Halo Show, please just give it to us.
Alam mo.
Give it to me.
Bibigyan ka namin ng free Halo Halo. If you give it to us.
Uy, pag may Halo Halo sponsor. I know, dapat ma-sponsor tayo ng Chowking. Pero thank you once again to Mickle Microphones. They can find you, Rica, where?
At Rica G everywhere.
You post what do you post?
I post myself. What?
Hindi, I mean, don't you you post a lot of makeup stuff.
Oh yeah, sometimes like makeup looks and everything. Also on my YouTube channel, which I actually don't update a lot anymore because sometimes parang
busy sa buhay.
No,
busy sa life.
I feel like we could talk about this in the next podcast. Feeling ko kasi like the YouTube game is just so like
it's very competitive and it's
super
a lot of
competitive.
effort.
And if you see other videos,
podcast game na tayo tumitira, brads eh.
If you see other YouTube videos, it's like as in on point yung lighting, may production, may everything.
One day, darating na tayo, bro.
I
feel you. Bro, sabi. You can follow me at It's Me, JC. Oy, punta kayo sa Walrus Katipunan.
Ay, pwede no. Minsan kasi, bawal.
And also, one final feedback from I forgot who it was. I'm sorry if I forgot who it was. Is there was one listener na kasi naglo-loop daw yung Spotify nga.
Okay.
So he didn't realize we were done. And nag-ulit yung episode. And kasi he was just passively listening siguro. So we have to have a way to end the show.
Okay.
So, how do you want to end it? Like a jingle?
Do, 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 do.
Jingle, 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 jingle. How do I end the show? Bye.
Bye.
Bye.